G'day and welcome to Inforunners. I'm Execute, joined today by the Astropub, aka Paul Shelley. How you doing, buddy?
Doing good.
All right.
You tired yet?
Can't you see the bags, man, under my eyes? Or they, as they see in the Philippines, they call them eye bugs. Apparently, that's what they call these. We call them bags.
That makes a lot more sense.
They call them eye bugs.
I like that idea because they look like bugs. You know, like. Yes, it's been IEE.
Yes, it has been. So the Storm, the new shiny. We've also got the concept and the variant going in today. And I think I'll just kick it straight off into the game, Paul, and we'll just kind of go from there, huh?
Yeah.
So I'm currently sitting on one of the moons of Microtech, and a storm kicked up. So ironically, we're in a storm. And it's at nighttime, which it became because it took me so long to get everything here. But I've found this nice little light, and I do think it is starting to become morning, but we'll see. But I don't know. I really kind of like the look of it because I'm a Batman fan. So looks-wise, it's amazing.
It looks cool. It looks cool. It's very, very aesthetic. It's very different from like their typical sort of like armor like design. It's very sci-fi armor, I'll say that. So
yeah, and if you're buying things based on how they look, then this will be for you. It doesn't drive the best, and if you can even see the one over there, they pop a lot at the moment, so there's still some kinks in it. And the other thing you may notice is I do have the concierge skin on the default Storm, but the gun is still yellow. Where you'll notice the gun on the AA, or the missile rack, is changed. So looks like they need to go back and do a little bit more work on the default version. I think from a military standpoint, a lot of the military guys said that the AA doesn't make a lot of sense. I know we were talking with Loken earlier on today, and I agree with him. It's just got a lot of weird things going on with it. The front entrance,
you mean the Storm, not the AA?
The Storm, yeah, the Storm itself, just getting in the front is a bit weird. The other thing he pointed out was all these little component bays, if I can get one open.
Yeah.
All the way around. So obviously the one I open is the non-combat component one. That's the gun rack. But then you've got components here.
And then the main component in the back is big, but like all your components are stored on the outside where you're going to get hit by
Of course I can't
fire.
see diddly shit because of the lights. Oh, there it is.
It's right there. Yeah, it's a little green light.
Yeah. And then literally all the way along, it's the same. So yeah, like you take a hit to one of these and potentially you're in Horror Town. It's very vulnerable from that regard.
It's reliant on its shields because its armor is not as good as say the Nova is, and all of its components are exterior rather than interior. So it's almost like Drake designed this thing. You know, it's like CIG says it relies on the speed, but the problem with it is that it's slower than the Nova, and it's faster acceleration than the Nova currently, but it's slower. And that might be just a bug. They may just be an oversight on their part, and they want to change it around. They forgot to make things up, but they also don't want it to make it as fast as the Cyclone. They want to make it slower than the Cyclone, but faster than the Nova. So it's like, which they did neither of. So.
Oh, looks like I've got company. Let's hope I don't get bombed.
Yes.
Right. That is the. I think that is the A1. No, it's the C1. We're all good. We're safe.
The C1.
Right. So yeah. Long story short, I think any of you guys that are watching Inforunners for long enough will tell you that don't buy vehicles. They just don't appreciate.
Don't buy vehicles.
You know, this thing costs, what is it? $90. No, 80, 90 for one and 100 for the other. Non-war bonds. But you'll get them in game, and the price just drops down significantly. Like, I think even the most expensive vehicle in game is behind an Aurora.
The Nova,
you know, in game price.
Well, no, the Nova is more expensive than the Aurora. It's about half a mil, but it's half a mil.
Yeah,
but that's it. Like this is probably going to be cheaper than a Nova because it's designed to be kind of like a lesser Nova. So even if you put it in half of that, it would be $250 to $300, which is about the same size it costs as an Aurora in game. So they just aren't. They don't make a lot of sense to purchase with actual cash.
Yeah,
because of how easy it is to earn in game right now, and I don't think they'll ever be so expensive that they'll be difficult to earn. But at the same time, almost certainly, if you want to purchase it, it's rule of cool, and also you're supporting the game. That's really, if you want to buy these things, you're supporting the game. Just you're not getting good value out of it though.
So yeah, going backwards and turning is a bit weird, but as soon as you press left or right when you're going forward, it is just essentially a traditional tank. I just find, look, so that's me trying to turn while going backwards. It just doesn't work yet. So I think, as Paul said, I think they've got some things to look at. But we'll get out Armistice and see if we can fire out some of these missiles.
I will say that there's a lot of problems in game currently with the Storm. It just doesn't feel like a vehicle that will have a lot of value in game the way it's currently designed. And I feel like CIG is going to have to kind of break the game to make it. It's got the Redeemer syndrome where it was designed to look cool, not really to be functional in game, and no one thought about it until it was too late. And we're like, oh wait, yeah, this doesn't make a lot of sense.
I have a feeling I'm not getting back up this hill, Paul. After we've done this, I'm just going, we're stuck, we're done. Right. All right, let's just double check where we are. Almost out of Armistice. I picked the worst moon possible for this. This is shockingly bad.
Yeah.
Because
we were trying to find a moon that was easy to get, that didn't have storms, and it was easy to move around. It's like, no, this is the worst.
Yeah,
this is all of
and we wanted daytime. We wanted all that.
Daytime.
Got nothing.
Yeah.
Got nothing. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Let's. No, still not out. Jeez.
Did you have a
there we go.
set?
No, no. Whoa.
Yes. Yes, you can dumbfire all
right,
missiles.
so let's just see how many we can. Oh my.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Yeah.
What the?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3,
Do
4,
it,
5, 6, 7, 8.
8.
Oh my god. All right,
you can dumbfire 8 size 1 missiles. There are 64 of these. This is where I think the actual spirit like shines.
Oh my god.
It's just an artillery platform.
And more to
It's
come.
just an artillery platform.
Look at the light.
Yeah.
Did you see that? Like it
Yeah.
was literally lighting.
It lit up the entire sky.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, and you know, yeah, you fire all of those missiles out, and it's one of those things where because it's going to have a lower signature, it's going to be harder to pick up. And just in general, like, yeah, see the light kind of from the explosions lighting that.
Trying to change the missile
like,
type, but it's not, the middle mouse button's not working. It's usually,
okay.
Is it middle mouse to change?
I don't remember what it is because I have it all locked into.
I'm just trying to remember the key. And I could see people typing in the comments play. It's this. There's
it's this. Do it, please. Type in the comments. Tell us what the mouse.
I forgot what it is. There is a particular key. Right mouse. I remembered. There we go. I had to remember what it was.
Yeah, and you can up to 8 of the size 2s too.
Yeah. So let's try these.
So yeah, look, it's just one of those things where it is not really a valuable. The Space Storm isn't really a valuable proposition in my point of view in terms of gameplay, but I think the Storm AA it becomes a lot more of an interesting prospect because it's better than a ballista. It has more options. It's a single player, so you don't need 2 players to use it, and it can be carried in the exact same numbers of exact same ships. In fact, even more ships can carry the AA than can be carried in the ballista, and it only requires 1 person. Well, I say one person to use, and it's cheaper than the ballista in in price right now. So it is truly the in my mind the base Storm. Like the other Storm seems like an afterthought compared to this thing. It's almost like this is what it was designed to do.
Yeah, it's definitely different. I'll give you that.
Yeah, I'd
love to be able to get back if we can and try the other one, but I find the other one more disappointing. And I did say this when we did the Tumbril and Crusader video before. I really wanted the gun on that thing to be lightning based because of the storm. But yeah, unfortunately not. And it's just another laser repeater by Hurston Dynamics. What a wasted opportunity. Like it's essentially like an upgun attrition, is it not? Essentially, there's nothing really.
It's like a size. It's like a size 4 or size 5. It's like it might be be equivalent to like a size 6 because it's 2 size 3s which are upgunned. So, but
did you see that it just goes through rocks? Look,
some rocks don't actually have any geometry. Yeah.
I tell you, that's not the case when you're in a little Jeep. They fly around.
They all do when you're in a Jeep. But yeah, there's I can't really kind of go into detail because I don't want to like dump on this thing too much, but because we already dump on it because it's a vehicle.
Yeah,
it's a ground vehicle. There's no reason to purchase it because it's a ground vehicle.
Yeah,
but if you're looking for rule of cool, it's great, but it doesn't have a lot of value in terms of gameplay.
You've got
I think the Nova just is much better and overall, and it's about the same price. So
you've got to imagine too, Paul, that they're going to chuck this into the tank battle thing, so you don't really need to buy it if you want to experience it, because it'll come around. So, yeah.
And I can't imagine this being the last last tank they'll make. They'll make more tanks and the more storm variants.
Again, the way this is modular, if you've seen this like in the files, essentially there's 2 parts to it. So see how the gun is forward, and then on the artillery it's at the back. That's essentially 2 pieces. So you could even see one they bring out that's got like a massive, huge ass gun on it that covers the entire tank. Looks like I'm not the only one storm driving. There's another guy here doing the same. All right, let's try this one out. Whoop! Yep, those little lights. You can still see it's got trouble driving.
Yeah. It's got all of the problems of ground vehicles are
at the moment
present.
Yeah. They're doing that refactor
all
right now,
vehicles have problems. The
one rock I didn't want to be solid was solid. Yeah, right. Thanks. Right, that one's not solid. Wait, let me guess. This tiny one? Nope. Okay. We're almost out. Oh shit! There's a cliff. Whoa! All right. Yep. This is why I don't like. This is why I don't like reviewing vehicles, because you've got to take them places to review them. Where ships, you just get in and go. All right, here we go. So I should be able to. There's a. This is the big difference. There's actually a turret on this one, so you can. Is it enter turret? Yeah. So this one's different. So you can actually go in like this and. So it's essentially just a laser repeater that fires faster. And it's essentially 2 guns pressed together, as Paul said. There's nothing super special about it, but it is a bespoke gun. You can't change it.
Which means it's got a higher value. It's probably got a higher DPS, or it's probably a better than your typical size 3s.
Yeah.
Like the Slayer cannon on the Nova, which is a size 5, I want to say, or size 4. But it's got like the damage of like a size 7 or size 8.
I wouldn't be surprised from the way it fires if it is literally just not the stats of 2 size 3 smashed together. Like 2 attritions smashed together, essentially.
Like a 6. Yeah.
So visually, it's just not as. It's probably more versatile than the Storm AA in that regard. But again, like you're putting this up against, like it's going to kill Cyclones, but it's not going to really. Can you imagine this taking out a Nova without a serious amount of effort?
No, and a Nova, this thing can take about 1 or 2 hits from a Nova currently.
Yeah.
I don't like doing a lot of those stats, because the problem about those stats is they always change. And they're just released, and the 3.22 is about to release after this, so it's going to 100% change all of these stats.
Yeah.
Like they may fix some of these issues and then make them worse. So like that's just how it works.
Which is probably why it's in a weird state with things like the yellow gun turret and stuff like that, because they know they've got more work to do on it, so they've just got it to a certain level and moved on. And that's very common with a lot of the ships, unfortunately, in the game right now, not just vehicles. Right. I think that's kind of it, Paul, unless there's anything else you want to add. Like, it's the standard thing that we usually say, don't buy vehicles. They're kind of not worth buying. If you do want to try one out, be happy to do, you could get your Saulian and upgrade it into one, try it out for a bit as you're on your way going up to something above it, but that's about all I can kind of say on it.
Or rent it on the floor of IAE. It's going to be there for Sunday and Monday, and go do that and try it out.
Or go join
variants.
Paul today at
So-
his tour. Are you doing a tour today or tomorrow?
Yes, I'm going to be doing a tour in about an hour. So I'll be doing my lore tour from the floor of IAE 2953. We can find that at twitch.tv/theastropub, youtube.com/theastrohistorian. I'll be doing those. And those, it'll be recorded on the Astro Historian afterwards. I usually do about 2 hours, so you enjoy that. And afterwards, we're going to be doing a cool little trip to the wreck of the Fleisa. So,
do highly recommend the tours like I did yesterday. It's just a really cool experience. It's one of those real visceral things that you can do in the game. If you like the immersion, you'll be really into it. Yeah, cool bunch of people too. I've done it a couple of times. I just need to make more time. You know what it's like at AOE. So yeah. All right, yeah. With that, so that's the takeaway. It's a pretty standard vehicle affair. You know, no one's going to crucify if you buy one. You are mainly, if you're buying a vehicle, you are supporting the game. That's the main part of it. But if you're going for value, this is not it. And there are probably going to be better vehicles coming down the line. I think that's kind of all the takeaways. Paul, is there anything you would like to add to that?
Be careful with this one because there's going to be a lot of changes to it. Other than that, no, pretty standard. Don't buy vehicles.
Yep.
So
yeah, and if you are, like Paul said, it really speaks to you, but you're worried about it, just buy a CCU and meld it if it doesn't go that way, or apply it if it does. Yeah. All right. What would you like to hear from people in the comments below, Paul? Is there anything there you'd like to hear?
I'd like to hear their own variant suggestions for this, because this thing does look like it could be a good variant platform in the future.
Absolutely.
Like I could see this being like a repair and salvage version of this, so it can repair and salvage vehicles. Recovery vehicle. Yeah, something like a recovery, repair vehicle at the same time, so it can like tractor it and then fix the problems of vehicles, because we don't have one that fixes vehicles. So
I'll probably get crucified with this in the comments, but it's a little bit like the Atmos platform, but from Tumblr. It's not the same, but you know what I mean.
I think, I mean, there are definitely it's like the M113, I think, is very similar to this kind of idea, which is an APC platform that got turned into everything under the sun, but it was also much smaller than this is. So it's, it was designed to be portable. But I can see something similar to this in terms of like its usage. It become a lot more. But I want to know your thoughts on possible variants of the Storm.
I can think of a bunch off the top of my head: command and control platform, shield platform. A whole bunch of different things. So yeah. For me, it's kind of which variant do you think it's at? You kind of with me and Paul, and think it's the AA or the more versatile standard. So yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. All right, with that, he's been Astropub. Oh wait, I always forget. Don't forget to like and subscribe, ring that notification bell, and thank you to everyone that went the extra mile on the end of the video after going extra mile on Patreon. With that, he's Astropub. I'm Execute. Catch you in the next one.